Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matt Troop with MDT Consulting. Um, wanted to give you some information today. I have right now 9 units under contract, and actually, so these units are about 700 miles away from me. So this is kind of a lesson, and I'll talk through some of the things here, but this is kind of a lesson in taking the opportunity of investing in multifamily at a distance and giving you an idea of some of the processes and kind of how you go about this. So the pretty much the first thing I want to show you is kind of getting into. We actually had just talked to you for a minute, but we had the property inspections done on these 9 units this past Friday, and then I reviewed the property with our inspector and our real estate agent this past Monday. So really, it's a lot about coordination. I've got my real estate agent in the area. He's in there in the Bay City, Saginaw, Midland area, which is where we have a lot of our properties. And so we actually have the 3 properties, each 3 units, ran the numbers on them. Cash flow looked really good. So got them under contract. Then the next big piece is scheduling inspections. So we scheduled inspections with a guy that we knew in the area. He's a great contact, and he did them all with our property manager on Friday. So I just wanted to go through with you and show you some of the pictures. So really what they do is he sends me a report with what's going on at each one of these properties, and then he sends me a shared folder you can see here on Google Drive, and they start to have they go through uh, each one of these pictures, and I go through each one of these pictures, and that's my realtor, my business partner texting me, so sorry about that. But each one of these pictures you can see. So this is, you can see we've got one on Broadway. Just the street name. So if we can start looking at these, and I wanted to start sharing with you. This is a 3 unit at Broadway. You can see it's got some nice siding. You know, he's taking pictures of some of the cracks in the sidewalk. This is the porch. This is an idea just of some of the stuff that they go through, where he looks at the brick siding. The windows are in good shape, and even the foundation looks really good. So this is a 3 unit. Usually when you see some of these pictures, they're pointing out just some of the flaws. And so actually, this was a 3 unit, and it actually, it's pretty well. It's in pretty good condition for a 3 unit. It's got all separated utilities. That's a huge benefit when you buy real estate properties. You can see he's pointing out he found some of the things that are wrong with some roof issues, some overgrowth, where you have some window problems. But overall, I look at things like the siding. You want to think of big things. I always go, you know, roof, siding, structure, MEP. When people say MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. So if anything, those 6 big things: mechanical, electrical, plumbing, roof, structure, siding of the house, how that's going to work. So they get all the pictures of when they go through the inspection. See, they got PVC pipe, which is nice. When we went through this, I talked with him on the phone. I said it's all new Romex wiring that's in there. And it was all either copper or PEX piping. You can see they got newer looking hot water heaters here. These are the new boilers that are, or furnaces that are forced air, hot air heat that they have for each unit. So overall, this was a good unit, and so this was a good property. It's a 3 unit place. I was pretty happy with this one. So I want to go into some of the other ones. So it's great. Like, numbers can look really good on everything, but if the property is just really looking like this, this one, you want to start to get a little concerned. So rent numbers looked great on this. But when I started to look at this property, I started to go, oh dear, you can see the windows. Although I made a list of this place. We went through it. I talked through it with the property inspector. He said, your roof's going to need to be replaced. It's basically at the end of life. The windows are at end of life. You're going to need to replace all the windows. It has asbestos siding. You know, if asbestos breaks apart and becomes friable, is what they call it. They use the term friable. Then you are going to have some health concerns. Um, he pointed out this stuff to me. You can see this is foundation. Remember what I said? Structure. If you have some major issues with structure, you might want to be concerned about a property. One of the list of things that he said we're going to need to do is tuck pointing and mortar repair on a lot of the brick and the exterior brick that's in the foundation structure. Big concern. You can see all the water runoff. Overall, I mean, this place was just in rough shape. So I had the 3 unit that I just showed you on Broadway under contract for 52,000. This one's under contract for 36,000. Just looking at this alone, I sit here and I know with the roof, with with the windows, with the brick siding, the structure replacement, I am well into, probably $70,000 if I got to start getting this stuff improved. But basically, this place is a whole entire gut job. It's basically it needs to be flipped, and in all reality, we don't know if we're going to get, we wouldn't even know if would get our money back. So you can see some of the pictures in the basement, just rough looking place. The one good thing it did have was it has all new ducting and a new furnace. So I really don't think we're going to follow through and get with, go and purchase this place. It's just too much to take on. Basically turning into a whole situation of having to gut the whole thing. So I'll show you one more. This is the other one that we have under contract. This one's on Chilson. And you can see it's got this one's in better shape. It's got newer windows. This front siding, it's almost like a storefront siding. It's got newer siding. It needs to be painted, but overall, just some small cracks in some parking spaces in the concrete. But you know, talking with the property inspector and your property manager, two huge things. You want to make sure both of them have an understanding of all the properties. And of the 3 properties, total of 9 units that we had under contract, they said, hey, this one at Chilson and the one on Broadway are in pretty good condition. They are, you got some good solid investment properties that you're going to make some money off of. But that last one I showed you at McKinley, just big time concerns. So yeah, this is just some lessons as you go through and you continue working on your path in real estate. Big things that you want to think about are having the